we are live.
All right, great. Well, a lot of interesting stuff happened last week. When we last left off, the party, fresh off of a fight with some kind of giant ooze creature, uh, rested a bit, and then looked around the mostly empty ship, uh, partially looking for Vanya's bow as well as other things. I will point out, because it wasn't made clear last week when Josh had the reins, but the entire crew did not die. Most of the Ashari survived because they were wise enough to fight back against the Ooze's mind-melting powers. It's just most of the Tritons have died, and all of the gnomes have died except for Sindri, who was in the brig at the time. So yeah, after walking around for a bit, the party minus Chilk and Amity went to go get an update from Karos and Sindri in the CIC. And while talking to them, they just seemed to freeze right before they started talking, and then a wild nomad appeared. He explained that he had taken Vanya's bow to upgrade it, gave it back to her, and then told everybody to run because he was being chased by something. A large construct that was not happy, and the construct chased the party through the ship and across different dimensions before eventually winding up on Sigil, the city of doors, where Nomad drew the construct away because he realized that the party was probably going to die, and it was definitely his fault. Weirdly enough, though, as the party tried to figure out the do, now that Nomad had drawn this thing away and they were on a different plane of existence, a familiar face appeared. It was Kato, although for some reason Kato did not recognize them. And after he initially kind of warded them off because he didn't know who they were, after some guilt tripping from Ramona, he agreed to help them by taking them to someone who could possibly return them to their home plane. To which he took them to a powerful fiend that deals in contracts, who also happened to be the patron of the late Xeris, who now in the afterlife is working as a secretary. They spoke with Xeris for a while, and then now that he's dead, he decided that there was no reason to hide his real name from them and reintroduce himself as Armos. And after catching up with him for a bit, Kato, who was speaking with Armos's patron, came back out frustrated because for some reason he wasn't able to make a contract with this fiend, as there was already a contract that his name was under, even though he had made no such contract. So he left in a huff, and the fiend met with the party, and he found this whole ordeal of Kato very interesting. So in exchange for sending them back to their home plane, he required them to find out the details as to how Kato signed a contract, yet doesn't remember it. And then after speaking with Nomad and also trying to contact the Watching Wolf. It kind of started to sound like there might be more than one Kato, which is just all kinds of confusing. Before they eventually went back to their home plane, back on the Leviathan, and after saying goodbye to Nomad, he left, and time seemed to start back up where it left off, with the party in the now empty galley. So that's where we pick right back up. And so it's everybody except for Amity and Shulk because they weren't with the party when time froze. So, what do you guys want to do?
Panic.
That sounds about right.
Go back to the CIC.
All right. You guys go back to the CIC.
That's where everybody is, right? Like everybody that didn't come with us.
I don't think Amity and Shulk were with you guys in the CIC. I think they were off elsewhere when time froze. But
Correct, they weren't in it.
yeah, Karos and Sindri were in the CIC. You don't know where Spark was. So, going to the CIC or elsewhere?
Good answer.
Yes. Not a single bit of indecision in that.
Does anybody else have any other ideas?
I mean, it
Guess
sounds
not.
fine to me.
Okay, let's go there.
All right. You guys go to the CIC and walk in, and Karos looks up at you guys as you enter, and he says, "Weren't you guys just in here? But then you weren't, and now you're back. I do not know what is going on."
It's a long story, I think. Maybe.
Okay.
We've got a friend that can apparently freeze time. And he did that. And then we ran with him to a bunch of weird places, and now we're back.
Oh, so you guys met the druid then?
I mean, no, we call him Nomad.
Hmm.
At least that's what he's told us to call him.
Nomad. That name does not ring a bell.
Half elf man.
Yes, I do believe he was half elf.
This is me scrolling back up to find his picture.
I just resent it.
Thanks. Got her
I was already
back.
doing it.
Half elf man, blonde hair. He just
No. He wasn't blonde. He had brown hair.
Are you sure we're thinking of the same person?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, we're back now. I guess nothing has changed since we left, huh? Time was moving for us and time wasn't moving for you.
Seeing how you left like 6 seconds ago when I was just about to say something to you, and then you came walking back in. I like if I didn't know magic existed, I would get really confused.
Honestly, I know magic exists and I'm very confused. So
I just tried not to think of.
I might be adopting that thought process.
Nestor, your microphone is very muted. Very muffled.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo.
I generally abide by the thought process of don't think too hard about it if magic is involved.
Exactly.
But I do magic.
I turn into a bear. I'm not going to question most things anymore.
So what were you about to say to us before time stopped and we walked out of the room?
Well, Sindri thinks that he'll be done reprogramming everything by tomorrow. The problem is we don't have a crew to man it anymore. All of my Triton brethren died.
So, you need some of us to start taking up positions on the ship, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I guess.
Considering I don't think you could pilot with just you, Spark, a gnome. Am I missing anyone?
Cleanser Alanis, but she's kind of busy.
She's kind of busy
with
keeping
yeah,
us alive.
Yeah, dealing with the people that survived the attack. Weren't completely melted.
What
Yes.
exactly would you need us to do?
Just man the stations. Make sure everything runs all right.
Don't get you killed.
Press the buttons when you need to press them. That kind of thing.
But we don't know buttons.
It's all right. Sindri can teach you.
Okay.
Trial by fire.
Where you see Sindri over one of the consoles say, "What was that?"
Like, I didn't agree to this yet.
Hera says, consider it community service to pay off the time you have left. And Sindri's like, oh, fucking shite. Fine. We'll see which one, if any of them, have any acuity for this type of thing. I'll only let them use it if they can prove that they can use it effectively. Which Tanner says, yeah, all right, that's fine with me.
How are you going to figure this out?
You guys gonna give us a written test?
I'm not good with tests.
Well, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to see, well, how fast you learn the system, and if you don't learn fast enough or at all, then you don't pass.
Oh, a test of memorization through quickness. Great.
Sure.
I hated those tests.
Oh. Best way to learn is by doing.
Now you sound like one of my teachers.
Let's get started then.
Well, I have to get everything back online first.
Yep. In that case,
So, start tomorrow.
I'm gonna take a very long nap. Because I got the shit beat out of me.
Were you looking that bloody when you first walked in?
No, I was not.
Yeah, we were running from this thing.
It's calling out.
Sounds horrifying.
It
was
was.
like a maroot or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
Marut.
know what that is.
You don't want to.
Okay.
Big, metallic thing, lots of fire. It wasn't a good time.
Wait, metallic, like a construct?
Yep. It was bigger than me, so I know it was bad now. It was a bad time.
Oh, that actually sounds a wee bit interesting.
Just curious, what is the door situation looking like now? 'Cause wasn't there a maroot in the CIC?
Well, if you
Yeah,
remember, the door that it smashed through was not the ship door. It was a door that appeared in the doorway of the ship door.
That's mighty
Yay.
convenient.
No, it's good. Don't. It's fine.
We need the doors. Doors are
We need
important.
doors. Doors are good for blocking out water if water comes in the ship. What?
This is the first time I've heard a D&D party saying that doors are a good thing.
Well, when you're hundreds, thousands of miles underwater
Doors are-
In a tunnel.
in a tunnel, also filled with
Under-
water,
Underground.
underground, doors matter.
Yeah, I will say that that whole construct thing sounds very interesting. I might have to ask you a few questions about that, but later. I need to get back to work on it.
I'm gonna go check on the others.
Yeah, we need to talk to them.
And probably see the med bay.
Okay, well, we will be here. You guys leave the CIC and
I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
head.
Sonny would probably stay.
Okay,
He'll tell you about the construct
perfect.
from what he saw.
Which was not
When
very
he wasn't
much,
getting
'cause
punched
was,
by it.
Dasani, just go ahead and give me a intelligence. See how well you can convey this information, essentially.
An intelligence, what? Just check.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
At least you don't have a -1.
Yeah, he listens to you for like all of 2 minutes, and then he says, "Stop! I'll just ask one of the others."
Oof.
He just hangs his head.
Like, I'm trying, man.
It's like, I'm not good at this.
All right, but everybody else went off to go find the others.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, you'll find Amity and Shilk in like the quarters you guys stay in most of the time. Amity and Shilk, you guys watch as the other 4 members walk in and are looking fucked up. At least
Oh
some
my
of them.
god!
At least some of them, especially Vatham.
I was gonna say, I'm fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm also fine.
I mean, it was pretty much just Sonny and Vatham were the only ones that got hit.
Oh, well, there you go. Then Vatham looks fucked up.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna bring up that much then. It's
Ooh.
like,
He was new.
she doesn't know him. She's not a nice person. And on our way to Amity and Shilk, yes, I was like, oh god, who is it again? I was like, ugh, this character. Rowan's going to attempt to sneak off to go wallow in peace.
Gonna go brood in a corner.
All right,
Pretty
make
sure
a
we
make a
can't.
stealth check.
Yeah, or my perception sucks. I'm not
I
gonna.
was gonna say my perception's not great, but she could roll poorly.
I could roll
Could
poorly.
you know?
I could.
Oh,
I could. I rolled a 2.
Does anyone have a passive perception higher than 15?
14.
15 exactly.
minus 15 exactly.
All right. Then
I'm not very subtle. I straight up turn around and just start walking in the other direction.
Then both Vanya and Ramona, you notice Rowan start to leave as everybody starts walking in.
Can I just try and grab her arm?
Sure.
I run away.
Okay. Make an attack roll, Vanya.
Hold for. I'm joking.
Just with my dex?
Yeah, just I'll say you can use Dex on this.
Okay.
Yeah, so and then that would actually be plus your proficiency, so yeah, you hit.
This is just rude. This is just rude.
Yeah, so Rowan, you turn around and start to kind of like sprint off, and Vanya just grabs you by the collar, and like your legs like keep going, and then you're just like fall on your ass.
Sorry. I didn't think that was going to work, actually.
Literally just like lets go like, oh, that actually happened.
Both are surprised. I know that you can't actually like disappear on this ship like you did when you disappeared into the woods and we didn't see you for several hours. But I'm worried about you. That was kind of weird.
I'll be fine. I just need a minute.
If you want to talk, I'll
Not
be
really.
around.
And I attempt leaving again.
If you want to sit and brood with company,
And she's gone.
there she goes. Also, we didn't cover in the did we cover in the recap that Ramona was the one that made a contract with this devil?
I
I
knew
didn't
that 'cause I
specify
watched.
it, but yes.
It was me.
We'll get to that.
I did
That
it.
felt important.
Because Amedy's
Why-
standing there like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Andy's like, what's going on, guys?
It's a long story.
All right, well, let's start at the beginning.
I'm sorry, it's a long story. How long were they gone?
Like maybe like 3 minutes.
I'm sure it's a very long story.
So
But I
Nomad
don't know
showed
why
up.
he looks. What?
Ooh.
Nomad showed up.
Yeah, your friend
It's
showed
been
up.
like I left you alone for maybe 5 minutes. Like
I
maybe.
know. He froze time.
What?
Who is that?
It's a
Nomad's
friend
a
of-
friend of ours.
A friend of
Okay.
theirs
Oh
who's a
wait,
bit of
I
a
have a
dick.
picture of him, and I'll show a picture of Roman. So now she'll see him. I drew it. Anyway.
So he showed up. He had my bow this entire fucking time.
Oh,
Ah.
Fucking knew it. And then this giant construct showed up, and Nomad told us to run, so we started running. Dasani and Vatham got beat up along the way. We ended up in a plane called Sigil. It was weird. And then Nomad disappeared, and drew the
Kato, but
construct
not
away.
Kato was there.
And then Kato, but not Kato, showed up.
who?
A version of
Kato, but
your
not
friend
Kato.
Kato.
He was
Apparently,
there. He didn't remember us.
apparently there might be multiple Katos.
Amy just grabs her forehead,
Ooh.
like rubs her temples.
Kato is also a friend of ours. And
Oh.
I guess
I
is
have
also
pictures
now a new
too.
friend of ours.
And then I'll show a picture, and then I'll turn the page, and it's when he was a T-Rex.
Oh.
Good times.
It has a hood.
So we ran through a bunch of different doors following Nomad, and then we show up in Sigil, and then Kato, but not Kato, was there. And
Then we came back.
Well, no, Ramona, that's not all that happened.
Yeah, we gotta be more
We
specific
gotta
here.
talk about the whole thing.
All the details.
So Kato took us to somebody, so we didn't know where Nomad went. So now we're by ourselves on a strange plane. So Ramona convinced Kato to help us. And he took us to this fiend.
It's a
Write that part down. I wrote down what he
will.
was, but not if he was a fiend or a demon.
he's a fiend from what I remember, and
Yeah,
specifically a notary.
Yeah, he's a Yugoloth,
Yeah,
which is
Google.
a type of fiend. They are not from either hell or abyss. They are like a third-party fiend.
I mean,
So he-
considering they specialize in notary, it makes sense.
So he took us to this Yugoloth, and we kind of ran into Xeris there.
Ooh. Another friend there.
Sarah,
You met Xeris!
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
So we ran into Xeris. He works as the secretary for this fiend that's also a notary. Which I say that, and I don't actually think Vanya would have any clue what a notary is.
I mean, I can imagine
A
she's done
notary.
city work before.
Nope. She probably would have something called a notary. But we got to see Xeris. Apparently this fiend was his patron, and now he's a secretary. But he seemed okay.
All in all, it wasn't a bad position.
Completely and honestly don't know how to respond.
Well, it's gonna keep getting weirder.
Yep.
Great.
And then they send us
Buckle
home.
it.
Okay.
So
keep going.
nope, that's
Nope.
Ramona. That's not how it ends.
There's
I mean,
more.
it is how it ends.
So
No, there isn't. There's more.
So while we were waiting and chatting with Xeris, not Kato stormed out,
Oh yeah.
and the fiend invited us back. So we went and talked to the fiend. It turns out that not Kato was trying to make some sort of deal, but his soul is already bound to a contract, but he doesn't remember signing the contract, which makes us think that there are now multiple Katos.
Which is a
Yeah,
most
he
like,
doesn't
which is
remember
a
us.
99% certainty.
There are multiple Katos, and our Kato, well, at least what we think might be our Kato, a Kato, I guess. 'Cause who knows how many there are. Has a contract with Mephistopheles, which
Yeah,
seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah,
He has to hunt down someone
very
named
bad
Reyna.
demon joke.
He's hunting down someone named Reyna Akron. I don't know who that is.
For what I remember, he said it was Mephistopheles wanted Reyna Akron's soul, so Cato struck a deal to retrieve it.
Yeah, I wonder what she did.
Yeah, I
Piss off
wonder.
somebody like that. Anyway, so the notary is interested in why this is all happening. So in exchange for sending us home, Ramona signed a contract. And by signed a
Sorry,
contract,
I'm sorry.
I mean
Wait, no,
please the
stop
doll.
right there. Stop
Look, I
right
have
there.
a doll, and I'll go in my bag and I'll show the scary doll.
Oh, you speak Infernal.
Ooh, I do.
Oh yeah, look, and I'll like squeeze it or whatever I did to make it
Yeah,
talk.
as
God.
she squeezes it, the doll's open mouth shrieks out in Infernal the terms of the contract, which the terms of the contract are in exchange for teleporting, sending them back to their main plane. They have to investigate the details as to how Kato can sign a contract yet have no memory of it.
Well, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
See, it's not that bad.
I didn't explain it.
If they don't finish the terms of the contract by the time Ramona dies, though, her soul is bound to the donor.
So she'll probably just become a secretary with Xeris.
Alright, so, we can't let you die. That's not the plan. Not like that was the plan before, but
Yeah, it's always our plan. Don't let
It's
Ramona
even
die.
more the plan now.
yeah,
And it would
more
get-
the plan.
The contract will get transferred to one of us, right? If she dies.
No,
Oh,
what
okay.
it
If I
was
die
is
and
like,
you do it,
yeah,
then my
if
soul
she dies and you do it, then her soul's no longer bound to it.
Right.
So it's like a caveat where it's like, as long as someone does it, like as long as someone like finds out the truth, then her soul will be free.
Okay.
Plus, we were curious why he lost his memory anyway. So,
Or at least how there's multiple Katos. We've got a
That's-
lot of questions.
Yeah, so it's okay. And now I have a doll, and I'm going
Yeah.
to name her Annie.
You should stick
Oh.
her in the bag of holding.
That's where
Never
she
get
is.
her back out.
We asked. It's okay if something happens to her. There'll just be another one.
That's true.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how creepy is this doll?
I'd say like 12.
Oh.
So pretty
Hooray.
goddamn creepy.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah. Somehow it's looking at everybody at once.
Oh.
I put it back in the bag.
Yeah, keep that in the bag. So then he teleported us back here, and then Nomad left, and that's it.
And now we have to learn how to run the ship.
And now we have to learn how to run the ship, which I feel like is going to go poorly.
Okay,
also-
well,
I'll also let it be known that this whole contract thing can be solved literally like in a couple minutes if we're lucky.
Yeah, apparently it was after Nomad because he broke time or something.
well. She's just very confused. She's still processing.
And Karos won't need us until the morning, so I think we're just kind of lying low.
So if anyone needs me, I will be sleeping on that bed for a couple hours.
Hey, but we just woke up.
I got the shit beat out of me. I'm going to sleep. I'm taking a long nap.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find a big open room to test this bow at.
Oh, I want to watch. Wait,
Let me
Amity,
know
you
how
should
that
come too,
goes.
just in case we disappear and go on an adventure again.
Okay.
Nomad shows up. Tell him he's the dick.
Yeah, I don't think Vatham and Dasani enjoyed meeting Nomad.
Oh, God, Joe.
Oh. And I'm gonna bring Watcher with me as well. Tired of leaving him places.
Are we going on a walk?
Yeah, we're gonna go on a walk.
Yes, I love walks.
Let's go.
I love it.
Maybe I remembered why I leave him places.
You know what? I will come too.
Just basically Doug. I love him.
I love my dog.
Marmalade's always like a little scarf.
Yeah, I used to be able to wear my familiar like a scarf, and now he talks.
As you go on your walk, Vanya, Watcher says, "Wow, this is amazing."
What's amazing? We've been on the ship for weeks now. You've seen all of it.
No, that's not like I like the ship too, but I'm talking about what you were just talking about.
Oh, our weird little trip that we went on.
Well, that was cool too, but what I'm talking about
We
is the
talked
other
about a
thing you were
lot in there,
talking about.
Watcher. We talked about a lot in there.
I'm just I didn't know that you're friends with Cato the Wanderer.
Oh, fuck.
You know Kato? Somebody find Rowan.
Wait, I got it. Oh no, she might not be in range. Do I have
Well,
messages
I've
here?
never met him, but
Wait, how do you
everybody
know
knows him.
Who's everybody?
Well, all the spirits of the Feywild.
Spirits? What?
I cast messages
That's where
to
I'm
Rowan.
from.
You're from the Feywild?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, Watcher, you poor soul. You sleep
Baby,
from a
she has
child.
What do people in the Feywild say about Kato?
Well, My mom said that he's the one that brought peace to the whole realm.
Oh, you. Oh, he is a sweet boy.
I love this dog.
Yeah, he used to just wander the entire place, just helping people with their problems. Whenever you're in trouble, you wish for Kato the Wanderer to come help you.
I mean, I guess we've already done that multiple times, so. No, Kato's helped us out a lot. I don't know if any of us would. I'm pretty sure we would have died multiple times by now without Kato.
What's he like?
Very mysterious.
Ooh. That's really cool.
He is pretty cool. We all think he's cool. Oh, Ramona, you have drawings of Kato.
Yeah, I have drawings of everybody. I stalk you guys. What? I'll take out my sketchbook. First picture of him is always the T-Rex that I showed.
There's a T-Rex of a hood.
Well, he turned into a T-Rex briefly, and then I'll turn it to a picture of not a T-Rex.
Yeah, you show Watcher the picture you draw of normal Kato, and he says, "Huh, that's weird. I always thought he was an old man, but he looks really young."
And he's always been young when we've known him.
Why is he old?
Although, honestly, at this point, maybe he is old and he just looks young. There's multiple of him, apparently, so... At this point, I think anything might be possible.
Mike, didn't you say the Kato we met was wearing, like, glasses and, like, different colored robes?
Yeah, in Sigil he was wearing glasses and like blue and white robes.
Blue and white robes?
Mm-hmm.
Should have written that down.
Yeah, mostly blue with like white.
Come to find out he works at the Cobalt Soul.
Yeah, you made that joke last week.
Still gonna make it. Put him in the notes as non-edgy Kato.
Oh, there's so many. Pick them drugs. Non-edgy. Kato's always edgy.
Always edgy. Even in monk form, Kato was edgy. I mean, Watcher, maybe we'll run into him again. I think that we're all kind of hoping we will.
Oh, that would be awesome!
Yes, it would.
Alright, well, you guys walk around for a bit. Anything the rest of the group is doing back at the room?
Sleeping.
Yeah, Vatham sleeping. What's Rowan doing by herself?
Wallowing. She's found a small, dark corner, and she's just sitting there, contemplating the last
3 minutes.
to everyone else 3 minutes.
Okay.
And she will sit in this corner until tomorrow if no one finds her.
Oh god. Well, as you're brooding, suddenly you are a wave of light hits you as the door to the closet you were hiding in is opened.
Excuse me, I need that broom.
Pulls her cloak over her eyes like, no!
Yeah, and you see an elf standing there, I don't think you've had any conversations with her, but you've seen her in passing. This is Cleanser Alanis, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. You just passed me that pouch of herbs next to you."
Feels around and just like grabs it. Here.
Thanks. Are you all right?
She sort of looks at her like, does it look like I'm alright? Like the face of like, really, bitch?
Well, maybe there's something I can do to help you. Is
No,
it
I really don't think
physical
there is.
or
No.
mental pain?
All of the above.
Well, I'm here to help. Whenever
No,
you
you're-
need it.
You're here for your herbs, but thanks.
I mean, I'm here on this ship to help people. And last time I checked, you're a person. So, if you need anything, I'm here for you. And then she leaves.
Does she close the door behind her?
Nope.
Ro just like reaches out and grabs the handles, like swings the door shut.
All right. Did everybody except for Vatham go with Vanya and Watcher on their walk, or?
Dasani stayed back.
Right, yeah.
Choke went with.
Shulk went with. So that leaves Amity and Ramona in the room next to a sleeping Vatham.
No, they went.
No, we went.
Oh,
with
you did go with her. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then, unless there was anything else anyone wanted to do,
I practiced my awful flute playing while we walk.
it's go ahead and make a performance check.
Oh, maybe it won't be awful unless I roll low because I'm a bard. I rolled pretty low.
Yeah, it's not very good. Oh, you're not proficient in performance? That's
No, I was a sorcerer first.
She's a
Oh,
baby
that's right.
board.
sorry, I
Baby
forgot you were a
bard.
sorcerer first. That all right. Yeah, it's still a little grainy on the nerves, on the senses. Everybody's kind of like, oh, maybe not.
Guys, I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Ramona, you are pretty, but your flute playing is not very good.
Well, I'm still learning.
Yeah, leave her alone.
You can see Watcher is whimpering.
Oh,
It's not very nice, Watcher.
But it hurts.
I know,
Wait,
but sometimes we just
I gotta-
stay quiet.
Can I go join Rowan in the closet?
Maybe she should stay quiet.
No,
I
I
don't
thought
know
it
what
was
to do
very
there.
good.
I thought you did great, Ramona. Everybody has to start somewhere.
You're just being nice.
No.
I'm sorry, my familiar's mean. I genuinely don't think he knows any better.
And thus she gives up on the flute. For the day. That's it.
All right. Then with nothing else, you all kill time until the next morning and gain the benefits of a long rest. for those who need it.
Yay.
Gotta get back that one spell slot I used.
Yeah.
Saved my life with that one spell slot.
You're welcome.
All right. And with that, you all report in to the CIC the next morning. You can see that the consoles are all lit back up now. Seems Sindri was successful. And as you all stand there, Sindri looks at you and he says, "All right. Let's see what you're made of. Who wants to go first?"
I mean, I guess I can.
All right. Why don't you come over here, take a seat.
I do.
All right. So, sitting in front of you, you look at the console, and you can see there's several buttons that are like lit up on the edges. And in the center of each of them, you see a different, what looks to be like a magical rune. What languages do you speak, Ramona?
I speak Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, and Draconic, but I can cheat and comprehend language. But I'm not.
All right. Well, you would recognize the symbols because you know Dwarvish. They are the Dwarvish script.
Oh, cool.
And then you look at the console screen, and you can see two kind of like block of where the screen is dark, and then like a snaky looking like green area in the center. And Sindri says, "All right, so let's start off. First of all, do you understand the symbols on the button board?"
Actually, yeah, they're dwarf.
Close enough. It's actually Gnomish, but we use
Oh.
the same alphabet, so it's fine.
Hooray! Ow, I'm okay.
So, let's just take it a little bit easy, and just try to get this little triangle. And you see a little triangle with like a wispy tail coming off of it. I want you to make this triangle just go up and try not to touch the black. So to do that, I need you to make a intelligence check.
Okay, go. Hey,
All right.
wait, did I get Jack of all trades to that? It doesn't add it.
Oh, weird. It didn't.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think
Plus
because it's
two.
not a. I think it's because it's skill. Or
Well,
just, yeah.
Jack of all trades is supposed to go to all ability checks that's not proficient. That's weird that it doesn't automatically put it on base checks.
Yeah.
So that would actually be a 19. That's cool. All right. So you watch the triangle start to move up, and as the triangle starts to move, you all feel a shift in the ship as the ship is starting to move. And for Mona, you suddenly have the realization that you are driving the ship.
Oh god. It's fine. Don't panic, Ramona. It's okay. That's what I'm saying in my head. It's okay. Got this.
All right. Okay. All right. And you move the ship right up to the point where Sindri told you to, and he says, "All right, stop. Okay, that was good. Who's next?"
This seems like fun. I want to try.
Gosh, this is
Alright.
awful. I shouldn't be in this room. I start pacing. Shouldn't have gone first.
All right, Shilk, you take the hot seat, and go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Okay.
All right. You follow Sindri's lead and start moving the ship. And there's kind of like a clanking, grinding sound, and you see the ship start to list towards one of the black areas, and you quickly try to correct it, and you completely turn the ship in the opposite direction, and everybody kind of feels like the ship kind of like twist almost on its side, and like the entire like floor angles, and you all kind of have to like scramble to like hold on to something, and then Sindri quickly grabs the controls and puts it back straight so it's not going careening towards one of the black sections. He says, all right. That was okay. Not the best, but you seem to have an okay handle on it. Still needs more work.
I have never done this.
Most people haven't.
Okay.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right. Is that Amity?
Yeah.
All right. Amity, you take the seat. What languages do you know?
I know Common and Infernal.
Okay. So you don't recognize any of the symbols. So you can make an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Alright. Wow.
All right. So, Sindri starts to kind of like guide you through it. But as he's trying to teach you, like he keeps on referring to like press the whatever button, but not knowing the language or any language that uses this alphabet, you just are unsure which button to press. You press like a random button, and suddenly the entire CIC is just like erupts with a loud siren sound, and everybody has to like clutch their ears. And then he like hits another button to turn it off. He's like, no, this one. And he's like, oh, okay. And you press that one, and the entire ship just kind of like lurches forward. Everybody kind of like is thrown off of their feet, and then it halts suddenly, and then it lurches forward again, almost like someone having trouble like shifting gears in like an old manual car.
And it's like, well, I hate this, I hate this.
Sure, got to use the clutch.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, that's enough for now. Who's next?
I
I'll
guess
go.
Okay, you first.
All right, Vanya's turn. What languages do you know, Vanya?
Common, Elvish, Infernal, Goblin, Undercommon, and Abyssal.
So, all the languages.
I think we switched your goblin to dwarven.
Did we switch it? I thought I got rid of.
Oh yeah,
or
because
for
Goblin
something.
technically
Or
doesn't.
Or is
Because
Goblin also not?
goblins don't exist.
Then yes.
Yeah.
We did do that. That
Yeah.
sounds familiar. I'm gonna fix that right now.
Okay. All right, then you can roll me an intelligence check.
Woo! Here she goes. Maybe.
All right, nice.
Yo.
Rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
The most intelligent thing she's ever done.
No, I mean, she's done more intelligent things.
No, she has not.
She rolled in that 20 with intelligence.
All right. So you start kind of piloting away, kind of unsure exactly how everything is working, but you kind of start to get the feel for like when to press what buttons where, and the ship moves smoothly ahead, and you get right to where Sindri wants you to be, and he says, "Perfect, best so far. All right, who's next?"
I'll go.
All right, big man, take a seat.
Oh, I hope to God that chair supports me. Alright. In terms
Yeah.
of languages, I know Common, Draconic, and Giant.
All right, Giant also uses the Dwarvish script, so you know these symbols.
Alright.
So go ahead and make me an intelligence check. All right, nice. Yeah, it's a little hard for you because the buttons are just a little too small for your big hands.
Gotta like find a pencil.
Yeah, exactly. But you're able to get the hang of it, and so far you are the smoothest with it.
I'm
All
sort of
right.
just picturing it's like Grog with a hunched over like a laptop.
Yeah, kinda. All right. All right. That's pretty good. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right, Chief Dasani. Let's see what you got.
Probably going to be a disadvantage because I only know Common and Primordial.
Primordial still uses Dwarvish.
I believe Primordial also uses the Dwarvish script.
Oh.
A lot of languages use the Dwarvish script.
Yeah, that's actually why the Tritons were able to learn how to do this pretty quickly, because they also know Primordial for obvious reasons. All right, Dasani, pretty good. Yeah. Once again, nice, smooth kind of going there.
We'll tell him he's been on the ship for a little while, so he's kind of been watching a little bit.
Yeah, you've picked up some things here and there. All right. And then Sindri looks over at Rowan and he says, "Looks like you're up. You're the last one."
Does she know she's muted?
Probably not. Or she's not there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I just saw the picture of the doll in Discord. Anyway.
Well, I guess she doesn't have to participate right away. But let's.
In memes and pictures.
Yeah. Why don't you put that in memes, Jack? Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So over the next couple hours, Sindri teaches the rest of you after like the basics. He teaches you like the different functions of the ship, and you start to notice how it all works together. When you guys took like the helm by yourself, you were only using the power of like the first car, and in order for the ship to go at full speed, everybody needs to basically be in sync, powering the different cars in order to get a almost serpentine-like swimming pattern. So, Sindri basically places everybody at different consoles depending on how quickly they picked up the controls. And so we will do a group skill check.
Oh god.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry. My computer's freaking out. Ignore
She
me.
hates the console.
Yeah. Suddenly Vanya's bow shoots by itself and it just goes ricocheting.
For a second there, I read that as big fuck off line.
I've got a lot of buttons in my hand slipped, alright?
Oh man. Yeah, so as you've all been placed in your different spots depending on how good you were, let's go ahead and get a group intelligence check.
Can I roll mine as history so it adds the? Well,
Damn, Emily.
I'm not prepared.
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
7.
that makes sense. Rowan didn't practice.
Yeah, Rowan didn't do it.
Honestly, I didn't hear Nestor message me. He's like, we asked if you wanted to try. I was like, I didn't know.
All right. Well, funnily enough, with Amity's natural 20, she had the lowest DC because she rolled the worst during the practice round. So let's see here.
I think it balances out.
So that's one success from Amity, one fail from Rowan.
You're welcome.
That's a success from Shilk, a success from Vanya, success from Ramona, a fail from Vatham, and a fail from Desan.
Holy
So-
shit, it's even.
It's what I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So you guys just kind of scraped by, almost literally as you do get pretty close to the walls a couple times. But yeah, it's not as smooth as you guys have gotten used to the ship moving, but it's going. And Sindri says, "Okay, all right, we can work with this. You'll just get better as you do it more often. Just need to stay a little bit farther away from the walls. All right. Yeah, a few more days of practice, and I think all of you will be sure naturals. All right." And he says, "Well, in order to give you the time to practice, however, we do need to kind of get out of this tunnel that ooze thing was sending us on. Luckily, I've been able to find a smaller pathway that will get us back on track. I'll take the lead, and everybody back me up, and I think together we'll get through this."
God, I'm so scared. Were we also worried about air?
Well,
I
now
think
that
we
the
don't have to worry
engine
about
now that the engine is going, we don't have to worry about air anymore.
Okay, cool. Because cool.
Alrighty. So, with that then, as he leads you down this more narrow tunnel, in order to get off of the path that the ooze had sent everybody on, the okay. So, I would like one more group intelligence check from everybody. It will be a bit of a higher DC this time because it is a more difficult maneuver than just driving straight.
We're gonna wreck the ship.
I'm gonna
Holy fuck.
roll.
I'm gonna use luck. I'm gonna re-roll it.
All right,
Never
go
used it
ahead.
before.
Yeah, go ahead and use your luck.
Oh
Hey.
god, are we rolling again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, sorry, I had to get my socks out from my dog. He stole them. 13.
Okay, so going back to Dasani's 12 was the starting point. So starting with Amity, we got one fail, a success from Dasani. Ignore the 7 because that was the first roll. Success from Shilk. A success from Ramona. A fail from Vatham. A success from Vanya. And a fail from Rowan. So that's 3 fails, 4 successes, plus a 5th success from Sindri, because he basically he counts as an automatic success because he fucking built this.
Yeah, he helped build
That's
it.
fair.
So, you guys get a little close to the walls as you're going through this narrow cave, especially as it kind of starts to curve a bit. But you manage not to make contact, which is good. And eventually, you guys get into a area where the cave opens up. Sindri directs you all to steer the ship back onto a straight path. And then we all just kind of stop. Let everybody kind of cool down from the stress of that because everybody is probably perspiring horribly after the tenseness of piloting a submersible through a narrow tunnel after just learning how to drive it in the first.
I mean, if you gotta learn sometimes to drive a manual.
Yeah, sure.
No, you don't.
They don't.
Driving manual's not that bad.
I mean, once you learn to drive a manual, everything else is fine.
Yeah, but I'd rather not.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
Drove one once, never again.
All right.
Does anyone else feel sick? No? Okay.
As the ship kind of like starts to slow down, as you all kind of like take a moment to yourself, Karos peeks his head in and says, "So how's it going? I noticed that we didn't crash. That's good."
Oh god, he's that mom.
To which Sindri was like, "Yes, Captain, we're fine. Thank you for joining us. Yes, it's nice to have you here."
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Says-
he was cowering at like a closet, like please don't
You know,
crash.
found the
Just don't crash.
safest part of the ship and was sitting in there like it'll be fine.
All right. So now that everybody kind of has gotten a hang of how to drive the ship, we are going to fast forward a little bit as any other problems that you guys run into traveling through these tunnels are fairly minor. So, we'll take a quick 10-minute break here, and then when we come back, we'll talk about the little bit of downtime that you guys get in between driving the ship.
All right, sounds good. So I'll send us a break and see you guys in a few.
All right. So, fast forwarding quite a bit of time, you guys actually travel, working as the new bridge crew on the ship, for a couple months. So, in those couple months, is there anything anyone would want to try and accomplish?
I learned to play the flute.
All right, go ahead and make another performance check.
Oh no. But every time I do it, I practice alone now because I feel bad.
Oh,
Ha!
At least away from watching.
oh, that's even worse.
It is even lower.
Well, over the 2 months, you get a lot better, but you're not proficient yet. You still need time.
Dang. Okay.
I'm going to see about trying to have some time to finish the acid resistance potions. Just see
Okay.
how many I can get done in a couple month time span.
Sure. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check at advantage.
Alright.
Okay, that's pretty good. I would say you're able to get 3 potions of acid resistance in 2 months.
Alright.
Because working on the bridge, you don't have a lot of free time in order to spend brewing stuff. So
Yeah, 'cause
that's
I think
the extent is what you get.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you told me we don't have the materials necessary to pump out some healing potions.
Well, you're not proficient with the tools to make healing potion. Healing potions
Mhm.
are herbalism, which, yeah, you're not proficient
Alright.
with.
If anyone would like one, please let me know.
Joker's gonna keep trying to learn primordial.
Okay. Go ahead and just make a straight intelligence check. It's a little more difficult than you think. Like you went into it thinking your dwarvish is pretty good. You can probably speak primordial with enough practice. If anything, it's taught you how bad your dwarvish. So in that 2 month time, you do not gain proficiency with primordial. Maybe after a couple more months, you would be.
Okay.
You guys could also like you don't have to like try and accomplish things that would take several weeks. Like if there was anything else, just like something you wanted to do that was like a real quick thing, just like some point in that time.
Rowan's gonna keep teaching Vanya how to weave.
Yeah.
That's right.
Listen, this skill will come in handy at some point.
Some point she's gonna need this.
Wait, we need to hide our appearances in order to make our way across this crowd. Wait,
Just
why is
quickly
there a
weave
crowd
together
here?
some clothing.
It's a basket festival. Let's put baskets on our heads.
Vanya's ultimate goal is to become an underwater basket weaver.
Wait, isn't that happening
Spoiler
right
alert.
now?
That is a thing. That is an actual thing.
No, we're all.
Oh, I'm aware. You can major in it in my college.
Oh my god.
I used to teach it.
Wow.
You're kidding.
Amazing.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I used to teach it at camp.
Amazing.
I love that so much.
You
Yeah.
just got a lot cooler, dude. Like, actually.
Jeez.
All right. So intelligence checks from both Rowan and Vanya.
Intelligence? Oh, this is...
We some
Actually, you
smart
know what?
girls.
I'll let you do wisdom. This can be wisdom.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
I would much rather do wisdom.
Yeah, jeez. Oh, thank God.
So if do you want me to keep the same roll and just
Yeah, just keep the same roll. So
be a 15?
a 15. Okay. Yeah. I would say in that time,
I'm proficient. Do I get advantage?
no.
Damn it.
I would say near the end of your journey, Vanya's weaving starts to get a bit more tight and a bit more kind of like it works. We'll just say that. And so
Wow. That's...
like it could still use some refinement, but I will say for all like mechanical purposes, you are proficient with
Heck
weaving
yeah.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
I would see about if I have enough time to do like brush up on some Arcana, get like some time to like start getting proficiency in that.
I would say because you spent most of your time brewing potions, you wouldn't have any free time for like large projects like learning a skill. So you wouldn't be able to do that. If there's any like small things that could be like taken care of like a day or an afternoon, then that's something you could accomplish. But all of your downtime is taken up by potion.
Okay.
The other thing Shok would want to do is talk with Spark and Karos and kind
Okay.
of figure out their backgrounds and why they're here.
Okay. Karos is a bit of an open book, so he will definitely tell you the tale of how he went swimming out from his village one day and was just exploring the sea and then found a place where the sea ended, and how he was picked up by a boat and he learned how to sail on that boat. He decided to he wanted to explore all of these new continents, as people referred to them as, and so he set off on foot and then eventually returned to the sea to gain a crew of his people in order to go to other continents and explore those. In that time, he lost one ship and found some nice gnomes who would make him a new ship. And then he came to pick up the party because he was told they might need help, and also it might take him somewhere that no one's ever been before. And seeing how seeing how they are now headed towards the Maelstrom, which everybody knows never to try and go through. He's seeing what that means now. Literally going where no one else has gone before, on the other side of a storm known for destroying ships.
Perfect.
And then you can decide how much Spark shares.
Yes.
I'll actually pick their brain about the devil contract situation.
Who, Karos?
Karos, Spark, someone who's been a bit more around the block than we are.
Oh, Karos has no fucking idea. He's never had to deal with fiends before.
You're gonna have to explain that one very clearly to Spark.
So I'll break it down very slowly, like, okay, so apparently a version of Cato,
Who?
they deal with Mephistopheles. I sort of give him the description of Cato that they've given me.
You've met Kato, or at least a version of him.
Yeah, a version of him.
Yeah.
telling that he was sent to retrieve a soul from this person named Reyna, and it's just like apparently some weird shit's going down. Where like there are two Katos and the
Both Spark and Karos would be confused as you mentioned someone named Reyna. What? Wait, what does this have to do with Ray?
That's what I was thinking. That sounds familiar.
somehow this person managed to piss off Mephistopheles, and she owes him a soul.
What? That is preposterous.
But she's so nice. Why would anyone want to hurt Ray? She is such a nice person.
And we have not seen her in a while either.
Yeah, ever since my last ship was destroyed. That was the last time that we saw her.
That is true.
I assume she just went back to Vesselheim.
Agreed.
So
Spark, do you have a way of contacting her? I'm not sure what you have for magic.
I suppose I could send her a message.
Okay. Try that.
Okay. And he just like sits there for a second. Starts counting on his claws.
they counted on 25 ways.
So
Sends a short message.
yeah, and he finds when he sends the message that it does not reach its target.
Okay, I am not sure what is going on. I sent it, no target. I doubt she is dead though.
Oh, that would be terrible if she is dead.
I'm sure we would have gotten something for it.
Well,
Then again, I'm not sure
apparently,
they could find us as we are so far underground.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't exactly have a permanent address, do we?
Oh no, the permanent address is the ship.
But the ship is not in a permanent place, it moves.
That is correct. I suppose I hadn't considered that. Maybe we should try to contact one of the others. Who do we think would be available?
You should try contacting Ophelia. She seems to know how things are going.
I imagine she would keep tabs on everybody.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I opened up this kind of words already.
Okay, I will try sending her a message. And he again counts out on his claws and sends a message.
All right, what's the message?
Hey, Ophelia, we're trying to find Ray. Have you seen her anywhere?
All right. So, real quick, Taylor as Ophelia.
You want me to get into character really fast?
Yeah, real quick, get into Ophelia's character.
Be,
I was just
be
looking for
moody.
info. I wasn't
Hey, what's
expecting
up? How's it
this
going?
Yeah. So Ophelia, as you've been doing for the last couple months, you've been protecting Vasselheim against the undead and fiendish hordes that are constantly berating its walls. And then you just get a random message from Spark in the middle of a battle with that message.
Okay. No, a little busy right now, and that's it.
It appears she is busy, probably fighting. Let's be real, probably with somebody she knows, and I don't think she really knows what's going on.
That is very unusual.
Maybe I could try Dark.
Yes, try Dark.
Okay.
Maybe you know.
And he starts counting out on his claws again before sending Dark a message.
All right. Joe, real quick, get into Dark's character.
I never left.
Yeah. You've literally been dealing with the same shit that Ophelia's been dealing with the last couple months. Go.
The message is, hey Dark, Karos and I are looking for Ray. Ophelia's too busy to answer. Do you have any input?
Nice to hear from you. Fighting demons right now. Not much time to talk. Haven't seen her lately. Sorry.
Okay, so it turns out Dark is fighting demons, and nobody knows where Ray is. So,
Oh, that sounds terrible.
but it sounds like she's still alive.
Are y'all not aware about all the themes and stuff on the surface?
What?
What?
There's kind of a lot of themes, and like, I think Lolf got out earlier.
Okay,
Who's
hang on.
Rolf?
Let me send another one. Ophelia, what the fuck is going on up there?
Ophelia?
I went, okay. Have you not heard? I've been fighting this whole time. That's it.
She is useless in answering my question.
As usual.
Yeah. Who else do we know? Oh, try Farron. Maybe Farron would know.
No.
Maybe Farron would know. That is a good. It's been a
damn
while
it.
since we've seen Farron. All right, we'll try it. Hey, Farron. Spark here. Not sure if you remember me. What the fuck is going on?
All right, hold on. Let me roll a D100 to see if it reaches him in the bottom of the abyss.
Right.
All right, yeah, it reaches. It's like, oh, hey Spark. I don't really know what's going on back there. There was a lot of demons here, and then suddenly there was a lot less demons here. So, don't know where they went. Hoping they just all died.
All right. Let me get Spark's character sheet open. See if he can put 2 and 3 together.
Make 5.
Okay. He gets it.
All right. I'll also say, like, on the tail end of that, it's just like, also, can someone come get, and then that's it.
Okay. So apparently, Baron is somewhere the demons live. And is in a lot of shit.
Where
And-
do the demons live?
I said, well, fuck if I know.
Could I roll? Because I'm like in front of them listening to this conversation.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a religion check at advantage.
Anyway, all the demons that were there are not there anymore. So my guess is that they've somehow come here. That makes sense?
That would make sense with what Svatham's just told us about fiends
Well,
attacking the land.
and Dark and Ophelia are both dealing with something. Maybe it's that.
Maybe.
We should probably help them at some point. Although it will
Yeah.
take us a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all they were all in Vasselheim, right? So like that's
I think
the
so.
complete opposite direction than we're going.
Is any of this ringing a
Okay.
bell?
Yeah, Vatham, you would know that demons are from the abyss. And so it sounds like this Farron guy they're talking about is there.
He might be in the abyss.
What the fuck?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I just wanted to give a reaction.
I will relay all the information that I remember about the Abyss to them.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible!
What the fuck? Genuine this time.
Why would they just leave him there?
How did they get there?
Quick question: how long has this ferrying guy been missing for you guys?
Well, we left before they finished that whole thing.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
Let me see. And he starts counting on his claws. Several
It was
months.
Yeah, it would have been like 6, maybe 8 months now.
He's been stuck in the Abyss for 8 months.
Well, last time that we saw him, was he was hanging out with the Water Ashari. We went off to go find a new ship. So,
One
he
thing
was-
led to another, and we're here.
So,
Yeah.
give or take, he's been stuck there for a few months.
Maybe.
yes,
Or
yes,
maybe he got
somewhere
away.
between now and like 7 months ago, he went to the Abyss for some reason.
I don't think he would willingly if he can't come back.
This is Farron we're talking about. There's a whole. The man is an enigma.
I thought he seemed very nice.
Yeah, he's very nice. Yes. Very confusing though.
At some point, you may want to see about getting him out of there.
How? Do you have input?
Would I know anything about planar travel?
Go ahead and make another religion check at advantage.
11.
Nope.
Ironic, considering what I know about Sigil.
Yeah. Yeah, like you just like had a fun little adventure where you just walked through doors and went to different planes. And that was pretty crazy. So that's just like any information you knew about planar travel and like how to like get around, it was just completely thrown away by that new revelation. Not even knowing how to open those portals either. You just if someone could just open a door and go through a different plane, what else could someone possibly do?
Thinking about it, if we were able to get our hands on a tuning fork for the Abyss, I could just bring us there.
Why would you... Okay.
You seem bamboozled.
It's the fact that it's that simple, apparently.
No, the acquiring of the tuning fork is the difficult part.
Maybe there's
Okay.
one in the kitchen?
Maybe.
I don't think it's that kind of fork.
Jeff did keep a lot of weird shit in there. Although I could always teleport us as well to Vasselheim if we needed quick access.
Yes, that's possibly an option. Maybe one of them can get us to the Abyss so we can save Farron.
That would be a good idea.
Uh,
I'm sure Ophelia must have some kind of method of obtaining a tuning fork.
Possibly, yes. Yeah, maybe once we get to these folks where they need to go, then we can go there.
Yeah, yes, priorities, of course.
Yes. I mean, if Farron survived there this long, like what's one more month?
Damn.
Come to find out he gets horribly murdered.
I mean, it
just
sounds
disfigured.
like all the demons left, so he might just be there by himself, just hanging out.
Just sitting there crying. I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely.
All right. Well,
Fathom
Think
just
that-
got a whole bunch of information
Yeah.
tossed at him.
I think that's a good area for that conversation. Anything else anyone would like to do?
When Rowan's not teaching Vanya how to weave, I feel like this took like a really sad, boring turn from that whole conversation.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, there's all this shit, all this, lore, history, cool things, name dropping. So while I'm not teaching Vanya how to make sweaters,
Everyone from campaign 1 is like, oh god, the feels.
let me
What
just
did I
bring
do?
everyone back to reality here. We're in a underwater tin can. We might all die. And we're weaving. In the meantime, while not weaving, Rowan will spend the rest of her time in, I guess, meditation / prayer to your boy, whose name I can't remember right now.
Taylor.
That guy, that one.
Yeah, that one.
I was like, no, not the spider, other one. That's not the one we're looking for.
Are you
And that's
sure? You're probably closer to the spider right now.
Nope. I'm perfectly
Not thinking
okay.
about that.
Thank you. We're good. Oh, that's totally fine. Thank you.
All right.
That's a side note I didn't need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and just make me a wisdom
A wisdom what?
check.
17.
All right. What are you trying to like accomplish anything with this
No,
meditation?
it's more just like, hey, sorry that I've like totally been ignoring you for the last little while. My bad. Things have been going on. Sort of just like spelling out what's happened to her. She's sort of just looking for someone to talk to. But doesn't want to actually communicate with other people right now.
When you're texting your significant other when you're busy.
Just like, hey God, how's it going? Sort of like how people talk to God IRL. You know, he doesn't answer back.
Hey Jesus, it's your boy. All right.
And yeah, so it's more just like, hey, life kind of sucks right now. You know, yeah.
Yeah, you don't get like an audible reply. But as you're kind of like meditating there with your eyes closed, kind of feel like a warmth on your face, similar to like that of like the sun hitting your face.
Which in a tin can.
Yeah, it's a it's a nice feeling having sunlight hit your face, without it also burning your corneas. So that's nice.
Yeah, it's great. Awesome.
Yeah,
Come
it
to find out they
kind of puts you a little bit more at ease.
just have
All right.
got all the light bulbs to vitamin D.
No, she's just hanging out under the tanning bulb.
Someone's just like walking by every now and then and just turning a light on. And just turning it off.
All right. So yeah, it's a meditation. Anything else?
I want to keep talking to the Ashari when Rowan is off meditating.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, still talking to them about Asher.
Yep.
I forget what do you know?
I don't know what I
about
know.
Asher?
I keep meaning to organize my notes and write down what I know so that I know what I know. And I haven't gotten to knowing what I know about Asher.
Okay.
It hasn't.
So all right. Well,
Yeah, I don't know what I know.
okay.
Put it on my to-do list.
I'll just give you like the initial background stuff. Asher, like the reason a lot of like the Ashari like kind of fall within the druidic practices is because Asher is commonly referred to as the first druid. He's one of the few people who ascended to deityship instead of already like existing and coming to this place as a deity. He was actually born immortal, and then he rose to deityship, along with his twin sister, Avandra, the Changebringer. see here. Something that I'm pretty sure I've already told you, but he is the one who freed the half elves from their servitude under the Elven kingdoms, and that's who the Ashari are. Or they're the descendants of those freed slaves. Let's see. Go ahead and make me a. Are you proficient in investigation?
No, I'm proficient in religion.
Then go ahead and just make me a charisma check.
Okay. Can I use luck?
Sure.
I have it. I might as well use it.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
might
use
as
it
well.
enough.
Because like this is all happening over like 2 weeks. Not sorry, 2 weeks, 2 months,
Yeah.
and you get 3 luck points a day. So.
Oh, I thought it was just. I think with the blade, it's just one.
Oh, you're using the blade. I thought you
Yeah.
took the luck feat. My bad.
No, I'm just.
Yeah. All
the
right, that makes
blade.
more sense. Then yes, it's 1 with the blade.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Right, totally forgot luck blade. All right. With that check, one of the reasons that he was Asher was so in tune with nature and magic as a whole was because he and Avandra are direct descendants of the Archheart. The Archheart. It's a little unclear how they were born of the Archheart, but the Archheart apparently sired them, and then they rose to deityship after their actions during the Founding War, when they fought in the battle against the Elementals. Avandra mostly used her power to keep the battling away from from like mortals who just were kind of like caught in the crossfire. She like made the fight go away from them. Where Asher took a bit more of a
Direct approach.
yeah, a bit more of a direct approach in the battle, and actually kind of like tipped the balance quite a few times, and that's actually how he received a nickname amongst the prime deities, kind of like a prelude to being referred to as the Watching Wolf once he reached deityship. Before that, he was referred to as the Wolf of War.
Man, all this lore.
I actually rolled a dirty 20.
This is what happens when you guys. We have 2 months of downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, use that shit up.
All right, but that's about all you get from the Ashari.
Okay.
Yeah, they know a lot about Asher, but they don't know like some of the more kind of like vague stories.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Anyone else? Downtime. Take it or leave it.
Ramona and I were gonna hang out, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you do when you hang out?
Well,
Well,
we discovered something.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay.
Ramona likes to draw and paint, and Amity likes to write. So we're gonna make a storybook.
they're gonna start crafting a book.
you're gonna start making a graphic novel. Great.
All right. What is this book about?
Well, we're brainstorming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We don't know yet, but
You're
working
still
on
in the early stages. I got.
That's
All right.
Turns out they're just making autobiography.
Any specific conversations you want to have during your brainstorming session, or you just want to leave that for another time?
Hmm. I don't know right now. My
Yeah, me
brain is
either.
dead.
My brain is also dead. Had a very busy day.
No.
Yeah, that meme fits.
Except you did discover it. Haha.
Means it was
That-
worth it.
That detective was the right question. All right.
But it's
So-
happening. Book brain.
What's that?
I said, but it is happening. Book brainstorms.
Okay, yeah, book brainstorm. I got you. All right. Anything else? Last call before we move on.
Alright. Since they've piqued my interest, I'll do a bit more research into the whole planar travel thing.
All right.
If we have access to anything that would help.
Go ahead and I'd say you don't really have like a lot of like the books is not really a thing that's in plenty on this ship.
I know.
So I'll say like over the course of like the last month, you can like in like your idle thoughts, you can like try to recall stuff. So normally it would be disadvantaged because you already tried to recall stuff in the moment. But because you naturally have advantage because of your training, it's just a straight religion roll.
Alright. Set that to normal and roll. 7.
Yeah, you got no fucking idea. It's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where you can feel it. It's like in your mind palace, you can see there's a door and it's on the other side of the door, and like you try opening the door but it's locked, and you can feel that there's something there, and then all of a sudden it just all pops and goes away, and you any progress you had made trying to recall that information is just lost.
To be fair, we were taught to kill extra planar things.
Yeah.
It was very specific training.
All right. Well, then if there's nothing else, we will continue on. So, over the next couple months, you guys did your downtime in between taking shifts, driving the ship, and after 2 long months of piloting the ship, you've all got a pretty good hang of how it works. And you've since left the tunnels behind and you're back out into the open sea. So it's even easier now because you don't have great big stone walls you have to navigate. And you're just going through the water. And at the end of this 2-month journey, on the navigation map, you can see what you've left the continent behind you, and you're heading towards a big, like, dark purple twisting circle on the southeastern edge of the map. That just like in primordial just says, actually it'd be gnomish technically because it's built by. In gnomish, it says just danger.
Just all the warnings.
Oh.
Yeah. And as you guys get closer, Sindri like looks at Karos and he says, "Captain, are you sure about that? That does not look good." As we get closer, the map keeps expanding, and the storm, like, there's no end to it. It just keeps getting bigger.
We're heading to the edge of the game map.
I don't know what that means. And Kara says, "Well, it does seem rather dangerous, but apparently that is where our new friends need to go. And well, we'll see. If anything, it will definitely be an interesting ride." So, as you all get closer, you actually start to feel the ship almost getting pulled in towards the storm. And as you are just about to hit the edge of the storm, I need everybody to make another intelligence intelligence check to steer the ship as the ship careens into the maelstrom.
Damn, Rowan.
You
So we got 1 success, 1 fail,
I don't
2
think
success,
+2
2
is
fail,
failed.
3 success, 4 success, and 3 fail again. God,
sweet spot.
yeah, you're nothing if not consistent. You guys keep getting 4 and 3.
I think Ramona's just panicking again. As per usual.
I think Vanya has found her calling, and it's piloting submersibles.
All right, well, as the ship gets sucked into the maelstrom, you can feel the ship getting buffeted around left and right. You all try to maintain control. However, this was less of a group check and just to see how successful you were. As on Ramona, Dasani, and Shilk, all of your consoles, suddenly warning lights just seem to start flipping up, where you can see your sections are starting to take on damage.
This sucks.
And then suddenly you feel the entire ship just starts to like lurch up and down, and I need everybody to make another set of intelligence checks.
Oh no. Okay, here we go.
This can't last.
This is where. Oh.
Success.
Oh.
2 success,
Oh.
3 success,
Oh.
1 fail, 4 success.
That's actually 22, just saying.
Okay,
I know, I'm just proud, okay?
2 fails.
At least it's consistent.
Who are we missing?
Emily, Vanya, Rowan, Shook, Fathom, Mona, Tasani.
That should be all of us.
I only see 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no,
7.
never mind. Oh, did you guys actually? Oh, I see. I didn't see Vanya's. Okay, so you guys actually got 5, 6. Nice. So, Vatham and Dasani, your consoles start to light up with warning lights now, as your sections start to take on damage.
Mine
As
was already
the
taking
entire-
damage.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for pointing that out. So everybody is like trying to steer the ship in the right section. And Dasani, suddenly there's just like the signal to your part of the ship just completely cuts off as both the cargo hold and the brig are torn off the back end of the ship.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Doesn't
So-
seem good.
I need another round of intelligence checks from everybody except for Dasani because his council no longer has anything to control. And let me know if you fail a second time.
I'm so scared. I failed a second
Oh
time.
God!
Unless Ken-
Wow.
Alrighty. Let's see here. So we got fail from Shilk, a success from Amity, so 1, 2 fail,
Oh
fail.
no.
4
no.
fail,
We're
5
Oh,
fail.
We're
no.
dying.
All right, as that's a resounding failure. Yeah, 5 versus Amity's 1. Suddenly, everybody like the
Everyone
ship
hits
is
the red button all of a sudden.
yeah. Everybody, the ship is starts to shake side to side, up and down. All of you start to lurch from your seats. I need everybody to make strength saving throws now.
Oh,
Oh,
you.
great.
Do
son
we
of a-
look like the deck of the Enterprise when they're under attack, or under the
It's
1, 2,
very
3 ship?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very Enterprise right
Oh, that looks so good. 29.
now. Oof.
I don't want to talk
Doesn't
about
add
it.
either. 21 though. I'm so strong right now.
So we got Amity, Rowan,
Oh wait, it's a save. My bad.
and
It's the same thing.
Chilk fails. So
Surprisingly
Amity, Rowan, and Chilk, the three of you are unable to hold on to your chairs. And you all take 24 points of bludgeoning damage as you are just thrown all around the room.
Ow.
I don't have the agility to grab onto something else.
Not with that strength save.
just like grabs the Goliath, like, don't make
Jesus.
me hit the ceiling.
They all grabbed each other, so they just.
Yeah, we just made a line.
Can my arcane ward absorb it?
Yes, your arcane ward can absorb it. So as the ship is being ripped apart, the only console that still has a connection is Amity's, who has lost its driver now.
Oh, jeez.
So, if anybody would like to try and get to Amity's console to fix it, like see if you can gain control of the ship at all, that will require an acrobatics check followed
Oh.
by another intelligence check.
Oh, I have the
those-
acrobatics, but
Those that failed their strength save are unable to
I-
do this, as they are just being
I
thrown
have-
all around the room.
I have proficiency in acrobatics.
As do I.
Which one of us would you prefer?
I mean, wouldn't we
it's,
all be
it's all
trying?
happening real fast right now, so you better decide. You can both
Okay.
try if you want.
I'd say everybody
try.
that succeeded should be trying.
Yeah, I think we should all try to
Yeah.
get there, and then we can sort it all out when we.
Well, I ain't making it.
oh no.
Oh, no.
Team. Oh,
Oh,
team.
shit.
Ramona, go!
This little fucking bard is like, wee.
Yeah.
She's like hardcore, bitches.
No,
Oh,
think of it this way.
man.
She still
is-
doesn't want to drown.
True.
She is
desire
literally
not
fighting
dying
for her
is a
life.
strong motivator.
Yeah.
That adrenaline is
else
pumping.
Would make it so I could inspire them. I'm not allowed to inspire myself.
So Vatham, Dasani, and Vanya, you all like lose your footing as the ship is being shaken violently, trying to get to the console. Ramona, you're able to duck and weave your falling friends to get to the console first. And as you try to take control, I need another intelligence check at disadvantage.
Oh, jeez. Disadvantage.
Yes, because you're trying to control the entire ship with one console.
Oh my
You
god.
got
I'll
this.
say I don't think my console's failed yet. I only failed one.
Well, it was
Okay.
it was like a general like you guys failed miserably because only Amity
We all just
succeeded.
broke it
I
because we all
see.
just
Yeah.
forgot
I
how to
don't-
push
It
buttons.
all just cascaded as the entire ship was being torn apart.
I see.
I don't
And
know
there's a
how
fail.
many self buffs.
All right, and Ramona, as you frantically start pressing
Oh,
buttons to try and get it going, suddenly the entire room goes dark as the CIC is ripped away from the engine car.
Well,
I regret making the contract now.
Oh no.
I think we regret a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
Just start cursing in giant, like, fuck.
All right, and I need everybody to make a let's make this one a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh,
This is gonna get interesting.
Oh God.
I don't have a disadvantage anymore. I'm gonna turn that button off. Ah.
Well, might
At
be
least
lucky
we're
for sure.
average.
All right. So
I just remembered.
we got a fail from Vanya. We got a success from Amity. A fail from Vatham.
Damn.
A success from Shilk. A fail from Dasani. Dasani, you should have advantage because you're a barbarian. You got danger
well,
sense, maybe.
It didn't do that
Danger
automatically.
sense.
So.
Yeah, that's one of those things you just
Doesn't
have to
matter.
remember. Yeah, still fail. And then we got a success from Rowan and a success from Ramona. So everybody that succeeded, you take 52 points of bludgeoning damage. Everybody that succeeded, everybody that failed takes 104 points of bludgeoning.
Oh,
I'm unconscious.
Can I reduce that with my stone's endurance?
Yeah, you can do that.
do I take no damage because of
Yeah,
evasion?
Shilk. Oh wait, no, Shilk, you don't have evasion yet. So yeah, Rowan, you take no damage because of evasion.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Oh.
And that was what, 104?
Yes, if you failed, you take 104 points of damage.
I'm
Okay,
only instantly dead if it exceeds my health points, right?
Yes, if you take
Okay.
an amount of damage that brings you down to 0 and does an additional damage equal to your max hit points, then you are unconscious.
Basically, if your max was
Cool.
52 hit points, you're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, basically. Which is nobody, so we're
Nope.
fine.
Seeing
Alright.
Vanya fall
30 hit
unconscious,
points.
I grab onto her instantly.
Is Vanya the only one unconscious? All right, it sounds like Vanya's the only one unconscious.
Yes.
Great. All right, so yeah, Rowan grabs on to Vanya as you all are shaken rapidly in the CIC for several minutes before finally coming to rest. Vanya, the only one losing consciousness in that time. And as the CIC finally comes to a halt, you notice that it is starting to fill up with water.
Oh no.
What do
Um,
you do?
I start by pouring a potion of greater healing into Vanya. Just into
Okay.
Vanya.
All right. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Oh, that's right. I hate this
Do
rule.
not fail.
Son of a bitch. I always forget about this rule until it's too late.
Yep.
22.
All right, you're fine. All right, go ahead and roll that healing potion as you.
Does Watcher stay if I'm unconscious?
Watcher would stay if he also wouldn't have taken that damage.
Oh, okay, that's where he
Ow.
gone. He's long gone.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Watcher. Ow, but that hurt.
With that much damage, I don't think he had time to say anything.
17.
If you got to the other side.
All right, Vanya, you are conscious with 17 hit points.
I have had
More
that
than
potion
you.
of greater healing
Ow.
in episode 1. Just bear in mind.
Wow.
I
have-
think it's about time.
Where's water coming in from?
You can see that there are several seams in the room that has been kind of like battered open. That water is gushing in like small geysers.
Oh.
Oh
what's
god,
what's the plan?
did we
You want me to,
lost water
you want me to try to
breathing?
fix it?
How many holes are there that we can see?
A lot.
This is only here. Okay, yeah. We don't. I don't think we have time to fix this. We have to figure out another solution.
I don't think we have time to do mending.
If
Not on
I
the entire ship.
can I try, I don't know if it'll work. Casting, I don't know, telekinesis and seeing if I can like hold the water out.
You can certainly try.
Jesus,
gonna
that's a
try.
block of text.
You
It
use
is.
your telekinesis and push the water back in one area, and in another area where the water was just like starting to like spray in,
Oh no.
there is a buffet as the pressure breaks in that area, and water is now coming in a different area.
Okay, I stop. Oh no, that'll make it worse now. I don't.
Wait, just a quick question here because he's on the map. Is Nomad just hanging out?
Oh, he's not supposed to be there.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, bitch, do something.
I thought I got rid of him, but I didn't.
Oh, also, I meant to only bring myself over to this map, not everybody.
We're all
Well,
here.
It helps us
Whoopsie.
visualize, so.
Amity's not here.
Except
on the map.
Amity's and
That's
Amity's
okay.
still aren't here.
I'm just gonna go ahead and bring you all back to the main screen.
Aww.
But no.
I will say, Karos is like, we have to get out.
Oh, jeez, that's right. There was other
the-
people in this ship.
The ship is scuttled, and he just starts kind of like making his way towards the door, kind of like the floor is like at like a 50-degree angle, so he's like having to brace against some of the console tables in order to make it over there, and then he just starts turning the wheel.
Spark just appears.
Need a head, Captain.
Spark would have been there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This was going into the storm. It was all hands on deck.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So Spark would just say, if you need to breathe underwater, crowd around.
Crowd's
I'm
close.
already there.
Way too calm
He's
for
gonna
this
say
situation.
He's like leaning up against one of the tables, just like, okay.
Yeah,
Also,
Spark
Ramona,
got a little
if
fucked
you
up
have
in
a
that
way-
too.
Yeah.
If you have a way to heal all of us while we're all standing here, that'd be useful too, I think.
Let me check. But
Water
first,
first.
water breathing.
Water
I
breathing
have-
first,
I
yes.
can- I can
Anyone who
heal
can
us.
heal other people.
Sindri kind of like
Yes.
pokes his head out from underneath one of the tables, like, "Did we stop rolling?" And he comes over to Spark as well. I need breathing.
Yes.
I
Want the
need
breathing for everybody.
I need breathing.
Amity is gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
Alright.
Emanate.
Yeah. There's all my health back. Sick.
54.
56.
Nice.
I don't want to talk about it.
103.
I'm gonna also twin a cure wounds on me and Vanya. Wait, I always forget. Do I click it twice or once?
Just do the same value for both of you. So just hit it once.
I like how it's 24 green, 22 red.
Yeah. All right. So Spark casts his spell onto everybody as you quickly do like some healing, and Karos, as he's turning the wheel, he says, "All right, it's about to get wet," and
Good thing I got a ring of swimming.
he turns the wheel one more time, and as soon as he turns it, the entire door just flings open,
I grab on Ramona.
whacking Karos in the face as the water just sprays in, quickly starting to fill the room now.
Whoever can't swim, take my hand.
Agreed. Here.
Yeet Ramona.
Yeah, yeet
Over
Ramona to
them.
one of them.
Thanks, fam.
Joe can't swim very well, so he'll grab on.
I'm still having like a panic attack even though I can breathe underwater.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take Ramona and put her on my back, and I'll grab Shilk's hand as we ready to swim out.
I'll hand whoever can't swim a line of rope.
I think there's enough swimming people for all the non-swimming people.
Yeah.
Because we got Vatham, Karos, and Dasani, and then that would be 6 non-swimming then.
What's your swim
And-
speed again?
Well, if you don't have a swim speed, then it's just half of your normal speed.
Okay.
So Rowan's probably fine.
I'm pretty
Rowan's
solid.
probably. Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Spark is
each of the. Yeah. Okay. So Spark is fine. Then yeah. So that leaves
Amity.
Yeah. So Karos will kind of swim over and grab onto Amity and start making towards the door as the water is filling up the room even more. To now, you guys aren't even like standing in the room; you're like floating.
All right, let's go. Go.
Yep, going.
All right, and one by one, you all squeeze through the door. You can see that the kind of like thin membrane that connects the cars has just been completely ripped off on this side of the car. And you look up and you can see the sun shining down through the water above you. And you quickly start swimming up towards the surface. And a minute or two later, you eventually get up and break the surface. Not that big of a deal because you can all breathe underwater. And as you all break, you can see a small island nearby, and you all start swimming towards that island. And one by one, you all kind of stumble onto land. And
I just imagine Ramona literally kissing sand.
No, I'm just flopped
Ugh.
and I'm just not moving. I'm never going in water ever again.
oh shit!
What? Wait.
I lost another ship.
Yeah,
Jesus,
that's 2 for you now.
Have you considered that maybe a life on the sea isn't for you?
It's ironic because you live in the sea.
Maybe I just need a new ship.
Maybe next time, heavily reinforce it.
Well,
Maybe
that was pressurized steel.
I'm
That was
good.
very reinforced.
And we
Look
were
around for
explicitly
danger.
told that we shouldn't go here.
also
Oh yeah, I just remembered what this maelstrom was called, by the way. It's called the Fool's Curtain.
That's yeah, that's
Yeah.
on brand.
Why is it called the Fool's Curtain?
Because
seems-
only fools go through the curtain.
Karos, do you even know where we are right now?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
We're all alive
And-
this time, though.
The fact you said this time is not very reassuring.
Why do you think Ramona's so panicked around the water?
Fair. That is a fair.
Now what?
Well, why did you need to come here again?
Storm
Honestly, I
giants.
can barely remember. Like, actually, what was our original point of coming all this way? I
There's the
straight up,
thing
I've
here.
forgotten.
Y'all wanted to get the staff piece from storm giants, from what I remember, right?
Yeah.
I don't think the storm giants are here.
Laying on the sand, Karos kind of points out, those storm giants?
Oh god.
Oh,
Wait,
where?
what?
And you follow where he's pointing, and you see on a ridge of this island looking down at you. First of all, you see a shit ton of humans, wearing like strange, exotic-looking armor, and then towering over the humans behind them, you see the tallest giants any of you have ever seen.
So I guess me earlier saying I look around for danger was probably spoken over, but okay.
I didn't hear you say that.
Alright, well, don't worry. I found it.
Yeah, you found it.
Do they look aggressive, and how far is far?
They seem a little aggressive.
Cool.
By far, probably like maybe 100 feet or so. And that is also where we are going to end it.
Well, that's
Cool.
rude.
Great.
Alright.
Cool.
Excellent.
Excellent. Good thing we killed before we got to this. A little bit, anyways.
This
Alright.
can't possibly go wrong.
Oh, it's a good thing you know a guy who knows giant.
Ramona knows it too.
No, I just know comprehend languages.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Same thing.
Potato, potato.
And before we get too caught up in a conversation, I'm going to end it here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next Wednesday.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.